Hey up YouTube. Good evening everyone. How do? I don't know, one of those three. Dear me, welcome to another edition of the Cod Hunt, 2023 Cod Hunt. And we are down, I'm trying to get you a little bit sheltered from the wind and rain, because it is horrific. We are at the back end of storm, what is it called, Kieran? I don't know what it's called. But we're out and we're hunting for cod, and we're out down at East Alton. I'll roll the intro, roll the setup time lapse, and I'll have another quick chat with you. So as you'll have just seen, I am going to try and fish with two rods. We're fishing into what was forecast to be 10 to 15 mile an hour. It's way off. It's closer to 30. This might end up being cut short, I'm not going to lie. The conditions are not at all what was forecast. Again, sorry for all the little bits of noises, but all the bits I normally have away from the camera, like the rubbish bag and things like that, are right behind the camera, so apologies for that. Where am I? Well, we're at the end of Skitter Road in East Alton, in Bay 59. Bay 59 we're in. We've actually stolen Jonathan's favourite bay. He's on his way down to join us, but I think in these conditions, we were planning on fishing together in the same bay, but I think in these conditions I don't think it's going to work. We'll end up blowing into one another and all sorts. The one good thing about the wind being as high as it is it's going to be fishable a lot sooner than it would be normally. I mean, technically I could fish now, but with this wind being head on, I'm not going to be able to get a lead to the water. Dear me. I mean, it's blowing so strong, the wind is literally blowing straight into the car. The wind is blowing straight into the car. It's not falling down, it's falling across. It is forecast to drop off as the night moves on. No, fingers crossed it does. But yeah, we're back out on the cod hunt, and I am saying specifically cod hunt. I am avoiding, or going to do my best to avoid flatties and whiting, and if that means a blank, it means a blank. So I've just put on what have I put on? 2 pulley pennels with 3 O's on. So that's a 3O circle behind a 3O J-hook. 3O J-hook. We're going to be fishing today with squid and mussel, squid and carp, yellowtails, ragworm, and whatever else I've got in my box that needs using up. We're a little bit early, I think, for this location. Just a smidge. Or maybe a little late, actually I don't know, but I was speaking to a local fella who lives just around the corner, who says he'd be starting to fish here next week, so on his hunt for the cod, so hopefully we've done the right thing. I brought the fixed spools. In actual fact, I should have brought the multipliers, but I brought the fixables because normally when I'm fishing on the likes of one of the South Bank walls, and the same with most of the North Bank, there's a point where you kind of have to concentrate on getting your lead up and in, and hopefully subsequently fish up and in, so that it can't dart into the rocks, can't dart into the weeds. Now East Alton isn't as bad for that, but I geared actually for Stallingborough. But at Stallingborough, in the tide that we're on, I would have had to go over the wall, and quite frankly I didn't fancy it in these conditions, so I've come to East Alton. So we're down in Bay 59. I've got a feeling Jonathan is this Jonathan? Yeah, this is Jonathan. I've got a feeling he might go down to 60. Oh no, I don't know. I'll be right back with you. So yeah, like I said, just wanted to have a word with Jonathan because he's just brought me some. He's bringing, or we're sharing his worm, or I'm buying some worm. I don't know what the arrangement is yet. Let me dry you off there. So yeah, I've gone with 2 7-ounce sleds straight off the bat, 2 pulley pennels. They're identical rigs. What you may or may not have seen in the time lapse, I just had to adjust one because the snood was a little bit too long. But yeah, let's, so Rosa's here with me. She's already prayed to the cod gods, so fingers crossed. I'll speak to you in a bit. I'll turn you back on when we start fishing, because at the moment still waiting on the water. Oh, that wind is cold, guys. That wind is cold. Not quite out fishing yet. We've just been manoeuvring. We're still waiting on the tide. The time is now 5:30. High tide is at around about 10 to 10, I think it is, around about cowboy time. So the tide is in, I think, just enough to start fishing. So I'm going to bait one rod up if I've got any bait I can actually get to because I forgot to get some out to defrost. I'm going to bait one up and we're going to see if we can get fishing. Oh dear, right, let's see what we've got. See what we've got that I can put on a hook. Right, I can get these blacks out, they can defrost, they'll defrost quite quickly. My squid's a frozen block. My other packet of squid is also a frozen block. Oh no, we've got a squid. We've got a squid. Yeah, only need one. We've got a squid. Oh, it's cold. We've got a squid. Right, what else do we need? We need some carp. Let's go with carp, because my mussels are still a frozen block, so I'm not going with mussel yet. Oh, this is a big block of carp. Today's bait is from Veterans. Look at the amount of coral in that. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. It's absolutely loaded with coral. Is the carp from Veterans bait.
Coral. Coral.
Just looks like orange goo when it comes to crab carp, Rosa. And a squid. Close that up. I'm going to make the bait here and then I'll bait it up. Actually no, I'm not going to make the bait here. I'm going to make it on the hook, so I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to show you. But all I'm going to do is put the squid on, whole squid, yeah, lay the line and the hook in between there, and then whip the cart on its back. Now it looks like a big bait, but that cart will dissolve. And some plastic. Let's tidy this up in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to do it on the hook because I want to present my baits properly. Yeah. Oh. Doubt if I could see what I was doing, wouldn't it? There's my head torch. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Trusty old light. I'm not going to be able to show you much until this weather dies down because I can't put the camera out here. that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is get the bait. These are baiting up tools from Baitmate. They're great. I like them. There's a lot of adversity against them. You know, people say, no, it's just a spoon handle. It might be. But I ain't paid one of you. You know? Where's my elastic? Wow, that wind is bitterly cold. Saying I'll show you and then keeping my head torch on, you won't be able to see crap, will you? Stay there. Got an end, there we go. Cart's already going soft. Which is not what you want. You want to keep your cart as frozen as possible, but hey ho. This is bait latex, not elastic, before people come at me saying you should be using latex. It is latex. Go. Put the pennel hook put through the back of the bait so that it's at least got some elastic. There we go. Say a lot of that cart will melt into nothing. Right, now pick everything up. And hopefully didn't break an eye. Dear me, these conditions are horrible. At least you can't say I'm a fair weather fisherman. Normally, for how far I'm going to cast this, I'd use a paternoster and I won't worry too much about clipping it down. But in this wind, I think in order to even get 30 yard, it's going to have to be clipped down. And I'm going to have to go around the other side of the car to cast out. So I'm not fishing far out. Dear God, boots flooded again. Problems with these rubber boot liners, they're great, but obviously the water ain't going anywhere. Right, let's get a tip light out, if I've remembered them. Yeah, No dancing tip lights. We've got some stationary ones. So no flashy tonight. Put a bit more illumination on things and then see if we can make it so you can see things. So we'll start with one rod and go from there. Might have to resort to bells tonight. Right, let's see what we can do about re-angling everything. Chances of getting the rod tips in shot. Oh, just okay. Can this cast any more light out for you guys without washing the camera out? Ah, you can see the rod tip at least. Anyway, fishing has finally commenced and it's cold. That's what I was going to do. Sort myself out with a hand warmer. No. I have a lighter. Yes. Yes, I'm fully aware I should have done this before I came out. Said at the start of the video, Quite happy to blank today. I'm after them cod. Between a bite and wind noise is going to be a skill tonight, I'll tell you that much. I'll put that on charge for a little bit. See if that's actually making any difference at all. A little bit, but you don't need to see me, as long as you can see the rods, that's all that matters, isn't it? hooks are going to be the right bait. I think it's going to be this type of stuff. There to defrost. too shallow, so see you in a bit. Oh dear me. Don't know how much you guys can see. Oh, this is... I'll be honest, if these conditions don't change soon, we might have to call it a night. This is very, very close to being unfishable. It's absolutely, this is not what was forecast. The rain was supposed to be dying and it's just not changing. It's absolutely blowing a hoolie. It was meant to be 10 to 15 miles an hour. We've just double checked, it still says 10 to 15 miles an hour. It must be at least 20 to 30 at least, and that's not gusting, that's the average wind speed. It's blowing so hard the rain is actually travelling upwards, so I don't know. We'll bear it a little bit longer. The forecast says it's due to change and turn around about 6ish, so fingers crossed that's what happens. I've just sent out the other rig with squid and mussel on, and I've just recast the other one because it's been out a little while. It hasn't been touched, it's been out a little while, but there's still plenty of life left in the squid. The cart's all gone, but there's still plenty of life left in the squid, so I just resent it. Fingers crossed this is all worth it, eh? I'll see you in a bit. Oh, well, the conditions ain't getting any better. Wow, what a wild night. I mean, yeah, it is the back end of the storm. The thing is, as I've said a couple of times already, it was supposed to blow through hours ago. It's supposed to blow through this morning, but it's still here now. I'm still fishing. I've got 2 rigs out. One's got squid and blacks on, the other's got squid and mussel on. I've just been down to see Jonathan. He's had a few flounders. Like I say, I'm trying to avoid all that, and I'm trying to just target cod. So fingers crossed. Apologies there's not much content, but it's pitch black. The visibility is crap because of the rain. And I'm going to have to wring my clothes out and probably drive home naked, because silly me, I didn't put my waterproof trousers back in the car, so my trousers and subsequently my socks and my shoes are wet through. Hey, it's the way it goes. Failed to prepare. But we're fishing on. I don't know how long for. This video might never see the light of day. We may end up packing up. I might end up packing up before high water at this rate. Baits at the moment remain completely untouched. I'm not seeing any signs of activity on the baits at all. But like I said, I am targeting big fish. I am trying to not fish for whiting, trying to not fish for flounders, things like that. So that's the way it goes when you're targeting bigger fish, cod, things like that. You know, if you're specifically targeting them, then you know it's the way it goes. It's not always going to be you know, 50 whiting or whatever it has been in the last few weeks, which is primarily why I'm trying to avoid them. The back of the car looks like a pond. I'm going to have a cup of tea, but I don't know where I'm going to drink it. I'll see you in a bit. Right guys, finally the rain has let up. The wind has got about 10 times worse, because now it's blowing directly across us instead of straight at us, which is making it nearly impossible to put leads where I want to put them. Yeah, the rain's finally given up, given way to strong left to right winds. I would say easterly, westerly, but my bearings are crap. I have missed one. I've missed a bite. I think it was a line bite on my last frozen blacks bait, so I can't try and recreate it. it wasn't far out, it was close in, just on straight blacks. So I've now got squid and mussel and squid and carp out. I've decided, could well be to my detriment, I don't know. Can you even see the rod tips? Are they even showing up for you guys? I've moved the camera, so I don't know. Where are they? Where are the rod tips? Where are the rods? Oh, don't do that. Let me come to the other side of you. Let's have a look. That's the top of the car. Where are the bloody rods? You should be able to see them. You could earlier. Like the camera's pointing straight at them. You can't see the tip lights. Ah, right, there's the rods. You can just about see the tip lights. There we go. Is it better if I stand at this side? Yeah, you can just about see the tip lights. So yeah, I've definitely missed one. Think it was a line bite. Brought it in. Half of a sizable bait was missing, and the back pennel hook had shot up the line. So I don't know. But it's hard going tonight. Very hard. Very hard going tonight. Put as much light on the situation as we can. How does that look? A little bit better. I forgot to order. I was going to order some more reflective tape, but I forgot to get some. I'm going to set my drags in a minute because I've just set fresh light. I've just put fresh bait on. I'm going to walk down and go see Jonathan, see how he's finding it, see if he's seen any cod yet. I know he's had some flounders, but I'm trying not to fish for them. We're about an hour away from high water now, I think. What time is it? Yeah, we're about an hour away from high water. So I think what I'm going to do, like I said, could be to my detriment. I completely understand. I completely appreciate that. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and fish till high water. As with many other marks, it fishes better on the ebb. But I think I'm going to give it until high water, and then I might call it a night. I'm going to use the bait I've got open, which is one cart wing. I've got a few mussels left. I've got half a bag of mussel left. And then I don't think I'm going to get any more out. I don't think I'm going to open any more. The reason I'm preserving bait is that I'm hoping tomorrow night to go up to Sunderland to fish off Hendon Prom. So I'm trying to preserve a bit of bait for that. So make sure you're subscribed if that's a video you want to see. It's another one where you can, as far as I can gather, you can pretty much fish out your boot. The weather forecast is meant to be a bit nicer, so hopefully I can get some better footage. I said this video, if nothing happens on the rods before we pack up, may never see the light of day. I don't mind uploading blanks, provided there's some half decent content. But unlike some other guys, you know, if there's no fish, if there's not much going on, if you can't see much, I'm not going to sort of rant about something to try and make it interesting. We're here for fish, aren't we? So I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully something will happen. Anyway, I'm going to turn you back off again. set my drags. I'm going to walk down and see Jonathan, so I'll see you in a bit. For the blank, we've got a fish, seaweed and a rock. I knew it felt heavy bringing it in. Yes, it's only a whiting. There we go, unhooked. It's only got one eye, nothing to do with me. It looks like it's been injured and healed over. There we go. There it goes. It actually feels can't find it now. There. No, it's not a hook, it's something else. I thought it had a hook in its belly, but it doesn't. There we go, we're off the mark, we'll get it put back. Oh, for God's sake, stop it now. And that was just on squid and mussel. So if you want to catch rocks and kelp and weed, that's your bait of choice.
I didn't know rocks ate stuff like that.
Do have Rosa with me, but the weather's just been too horrific, so she spent the entire evening hiding in the car on her tablet. Well, nice to see a fish, I suppose. Let's tighten that line up. I think I've tightened it up. The conditions are a little bit better, although I did get soaked to the bone earlier on. So I'm now just cold. Like so cold. Pardon?
Would you like the weighted blanket?
No, I don't want the blanket, sweetheart. It'll just get wet and stinky. But I might have to drive home without any trousers on.
No.
I thought I've got boxer shorts on. I won't be naked. Yeah, that's one hand warmer down. And the problem when you crank up the heat on them, they don't last very long. They're on the cheap Chinese importy things, so I expect brilliant things out of them. But yeah, my plan is to fish through the bait that I've got open and call it a night, I think. Another session without a blank, so that's always a good thing. What else have I changed? I've got squid and mussel, crab, squid and carp. I've got one in close, one out far. I know I'm using two different baits, so I should be fishing similar distances, but there's lots of features close in here, so that's what I'm trying to fish into. I'm very tempted to just bring my rods back from this side of the wall just a little bit, just to help me a little bit, really, because that wind noise just as you get out past the edge of the wall is just a real problem. So I don't know, we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'll turn you back on if I see your, if anything occurs. You're facing away from me, I can't hear you. Right guys, we're calling it a night. Just the one whiting, couple of little knocks, but nothing to write home about. I've had a look at the catch report up and down the Humber. Everybody's saying the same, really. Flatties, whiting, that's it. Had I have been not, failed to plan, I probably would have stayed a bit longer because I wouldn't have been as cold. But I did, I have, and I'm going to have to call it a night. We've given it what, 6 hours we've been fishing for the one whiting. I just don't have it in me to keep going, so that's it. Stay safe, tight lines, and I'll see you later.